Okay, so let's get to 1997. Question number 4. We are asked, given log 2 base a is equal to 0.693 and log 3 base a is equal to 1.097. We are asked to find log 13.5 base a. That's the log we have to find. Alright, and these are the options. So as usual, please pause the video, try to solve it. Let's compare our answers together. Okay, so log 13.5 base a, let us have this in a fraction form first, and that will 13.5 is the same thing as having 135 divided by 10, and 135 divided by 10, we can simplify it by dividing it by 5 to break it down. So 5 comes into 10, let's have it 2 times. 5 comes into 13 2 times. 2 times remain 3. Add that 3 here into 35. How many times? 7 times. Okay, so what we now have as a fraction of that is equal to 27 all over 2. Okay, so we can rewrite this in our logarithm. You can write this as obeying the law of logarithm, like log. The numerator will be the first log here, log 27 base a. Yes, and since we have it as a fraction, as division, so it's going to be subtraction. So minus the denominator will be the next log, and that is log 2 base a. Let's have it out. So we have first log 2. Okay, log 2 and base a. Now looking at the equation, we don't have any value assigned to 27, but we have values assigned to 2. So let's try to break down 27. Let's have 3 in the power of 27. Okay, let's have 3 in the power of 27, or we can multiply together the power of 3. Yeah, that will give us 27. That's the best way. The power of 3, that will give us 27. So to have the power of 3, that will give us 27. That will be 3 times 3. So we can have it as log 3 raised to the power 3, because 3 times 3 times 3 will give us 27. So we can have here replacing 27 with that log 3 raised to the power of 3. It has taken care of 27. So we now come and now say minus log 2 to base a. Okay, log 2 to base a. Let's try to tidy this up. And okay, this is log 2, this is base a. Good. Now something's gonna happen as usual. Remember, it moves down. We solved something like this previously in one of our classes. So the 3 comes over here, and we have 3, and of course the log open up, so we have it as log 3 base a. Alright, so we have it as log 3 base a. Of course, we're subtracting it, so log 2 base a remains in our setup. Log 2 base a. Okay, log 2 base a, it remains. Now we can go ahead to substitute the values of each of these as we were given, and the value of log 3 base a here is 1 point. Okay, let's have it 1.097. That is going to multiply the whole of that, and we subtract it the value of log 2 base a. We have it as 0.693. 93. Okay, so let's tidy this up now. Let's multiply this. 3 times 1.097. If you multiply that out, it's going to give us 3.291. So we have it as 3.291, and we are going to subtract it from this. Subtracting this, minus, okay, minus 0.693, and subtracting that, we're going to have our answer. Of course, subtract it, you're going to have 2.598. Let's check our options. Let's check our option, and that is option C. Option C is the correct option, so that's correct. 2.598. all right, so what we were given here was for us to find log 13.5 base A, and we were given the values of log 2 base A as this, and as value of log 3 base A as this. So to solve this, simply we change it to fraction, and that fraction was 135 over 10, and breaking it down, dividing it, we have it at 27 over 2. Rewriting it in logarithm form because it's division, so we subtract. We now have it as log 27 base A minus log 2 base A. But we cannot substitute the values right now because we don't have the value of 27, rather we have the value of 3. So we now look for the multiple of 3 that will give us 27, and that is 3 times 3 times 3. That will be 3 raised to the power of 3 minus 2 minus log 2 base A. Now, of course, this power comes to the back, and when we write it, we have it as 3 log 3 base A minus log 2 base A. Substituting the values that we were given, when we substitute the values of each of them, these 3 multiply the value that we were given for log 3 base A, and that multiplying it out, that will become 3.291, and also subtracting this from 3.291, you're going to have it as 2.598, and option C was the correct option. all right, I'm going in, waiting for you to meet with you in our next class. Keep grinding, keep solving. all right, so catch up in the next class. Bye.